Hey Gemini, welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today we'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of February 2024. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I'm using one of my new tarot decks and I don't think this one has a name. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Gemini, with a Moonology Oracle card. Now, also, I do have a new pick a card reading for you. And the way you can see it is you need to opt into my newsletter, because one of my goals this year is to grow my newsletter. And as a way of me saying thank you for joining the newsletter, I recorded a private pick a card reading just for you. So if you would like to take a look at that reading, all you got to do is sign up and you will find the link in the description. And I do want to say thank you so very much. All right, Gemini, what is going on? What is going on? Because I'm feeling like there's some decisions being made and also a lot of hasty actions. It's like a lot of reacting. I guess that's the best way to say it. As we move into February, it looks like you're reacting to a lot of stuff instead of being proactive to a lot of stuff. This Four of Swords means that you're taking action. Temperance cards means things are out of balance. Walking away from something looks like you're hesitating. Maybe you're going back and forth, or maybe you feel like you made a mistake. And then we've got the budget here. When I see that card in the reverse, that tells me that maybe you've been kind of maybe not paying attention to all the signs and then just kind of letting things happen as they do. But here's the thing though. The Hierophant though is a very powerful card, and amidst all of this kind of reacting energy, the Hierophant says that you're very clear about how you want your life to look and what that means to you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. And sometimes that is half the battle, is getting really clear on what it is that we desire, what we want our life to look like, what we want to leave for our family, and how we want to really show up, not only as a person, but also as someone who is of service. And I feel like that's kind of what has kind of tripped you up here. Okay, Gemini, because you're clear on your mission and your purpose. You know how to help people. You know what you can do to help people, to make the world a better place. But the thing is we also have to remember there's other things that are equally as important, so we can share our gifts to the best of our ability. So what does that mean? It means once you get clear on what your purpose is and what you are meant to do, we have to start putting structures and systems and plans in place so all the other aspects of our life is not chaotic, right? And I feel like that's kind of a little bit what's going on here. So I'm going to say you're on the right track because you're getting clarity about what you need to do and how you need to do it. But some of the systems are what need work here. And that's really easy to fix, right? We figure out what the goal is, and then we kind of work backwards and figure out what the steps are in order to get there. And you may not know the whole entire game plan right away, and that's okay. You don't have to. But you do realize and recognize that you need to have some type of setup in place so things don't fall through the cracks, things are not delayed, things don't feel out of balance or stressful. And so as we move into February, Gemini, you really are going to be figuring this out. And so again, like I said, that's half the battle. So I just want to say that you're on the right path. You just have to kind of work a few things out. Okay? And trust me, everybody goes through this. It's not like you're the only sign. I always have a hard time side shuffling these. It's not like you're the only sign that's kind of dealing with this. And I think too, 2024, so many of us have ideas and goals and plans of how we want this year to be different, but we don't know how to make it different. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here. And this will impact your money for the better though, Gemini. Once you get things kind of situated and Like I said, structured, yes, look. We got that Star card. Oh, yes. And then we've got the Queen of Pentacles. See, that's all it is. That's all it is you need to have some rules for yourself. Oh, my goodness. Look, then we've got, yep, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so if things are feeling a little scattered and chaotic the first week in February, Gemini, I'm here to tell you it's not going to last long, because you get the clarity you need in order to put yourself in the position to make the money you want to make, also to make some changes in your career. I feel like some of you are going to be making some changes as it relates to work, because again, you've gotten the clarity on what you're supposed to be doing, why you're here, what your purpose is. Now, this kind of happens, this kind of unfolds throughout your life, right? Because we all have a different mission as we move through this earthly existence, so to speak. You know, our purpose, it could be very, very different when we're in our teen years, as opposed to what our purpose is in our 30s and what our purpose could be in our 50s and beyond. Okay, so understand that your mission changes as you change. So I say all that to say, some of you are going to be leaving work, or you're going to be changing careers, or you're going to be changing jobs because you want to be more in alignment and making money in a way that gives you purpose and joy and also helps you pay the bills. And you're going to find that the Star card says that you really are being guided intuitively, as well as intellectually and spiritually. You're going to find exactly what it is you're looking for, especially when it comes to money, because we got the Queen of Pentacles. Remember the Queen of Pentacles? She's all about investing, but she's also about getting things done that need to be done as it relates to the finances. She doesn't take any chances. You know, she's not going to leave her family vulnerable while she figures stuff out. Oh, no, she will make sure that the bills get paid, that the kids have stuff to eat, you know, that the dog has dog food and all those things. Now, we also have the Empress, another beautiful card, because this is one of the cards of divine femininity. She's also the card of creative energy, so I do believe that you're going to be coming up with a lot of creative ideas, Gemini, to make this happen, to really make the money in a way that serves you and humanity. Finally, we got the Nine of Wands in the reverse, a great card to see in the reverse, because it means you no longer have self-doubt. You no longer feel discouraged. As a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. You feel encouraged because you know you are moving in the direction that you are meant to move. So sometimes finding your success, oh, look, we got that Empress again. Sometimes finding your success is more about you finding out who you are and what you are meant to do. Because I think so many of us get caught up and the demands and expectations of society, what our parents think we should do, what the people around us think we should do, you know. But it looks like you're making a conscious effort to do something different, Gemini, and that will pay off. All right, I want one more card here. Why? Because there's a space for another card. All right, Gemini, so let's go ahead and talk about what's happening in the middle of the month. We got that Five of Pentacles. That's the money mindset card. So it looks like you're working on what it needs, you know, what needs to be worked on as it relates to your mindset and your belief, as it relates to money, you know, because this is more than just financial education and financial literacy. This is also about your belief system and your belief processes as it relates to money. We talked about the Empress card, so we have creative energy flowing here. Looks like we have a little bit of suppressed creative energy, but that's okay. We can't be creative, airy-fairy all the time. We've got the Two of Swords, that's making a decision. We got the Ten of Swords, which is releasing something painful that is rooted in emotions. Sometimes that's what we need to do too, is we have to forgive ourselves for making the decisions we made in the past. The Two of Cups talks about a divine union. I do believe you're going to find exactly the right person or the right company or the right job that you are looking for in order to help you fulfill your mission and your purpose. And it is going to be something that you enjoy and something that allows you to make the money that you desire to make. So it could be a business. It could be, like I said, a new job. Could be a side gig. Could be anything. But it's definitely going to be something that not only fills your heart, but it fills your wallet as well. All right, we got that Chariot card, the Chariot card, that things are going to be happening kind of Um, irregularly would be a good way to say it. So sometimes things may happen and then they stop, and then things take off and then they stop, and then, you know, something kind of goes a little squirrely and then it gets back on track. So understand that the irregular nature of finances, money, all that stuff, is pretty normal. All right, so those are the cards that came out. That's what we're going to go with. We got the Hierophant here. All right, so looks like whatever happens here, looks like it carries on throughout the end of the month, and then you get really clear, and so you kind of move past that, okay, I need to figure this out, what my mission is, my purpose is. No, you're very, very clear, and now it's time for you to take physical actions. Now it's time for you to start moving things in the, what do we like to call it, the 3D, to make things align as it relates to what you know your intuitive purpose is. I guess that's a good way to say it. All right, Four of Pentacles, pay attention to the budget. Looks like you've got that, you've got that down. Queen of Swords, this is eliminating the unnecessary. Looks like you've got that down. Page of Cups, this is an offer that falls through. You know, a lot of the signs have been getting this card, and I'm wondering why that is. I don't like seeing offers that don't come through, but the thing is, the next card is the King of Pentacles. So this actually, again, could work out in your favor, because the last sign that I read where they had this card, it was an offer that gets rescinded or an offer that falls through, but it actually works out in their favor, right? So don't be disappointed. Just wait. Hold out and just wait, especially if it's something money related, like an offer on a house or a car, or maybe you're waiting to hear back on a job offer or something like that. Okay, King of Pentacles. Now this is the card about financial literacy. Remember, this is the money mindset card. This is the card about financial education and financial literacy, and really knowing how to not only keep your money, but how to grow your money. This is what the King of Pentacles represents. He is about growth. He's also about investing in a way where you take care of your future generations. It's about leaving a legacy, and maybe not all of us are in a position to do that, but you're setting yourself up to where you're moving in that direction. We already talked about the Hierophant card, so again, whatever happens here kind of closes out and gets solidified at the end of the month. We also have the World card. The World card in the reverse talks about things being unfinished. So remember, before you move to that next stage or that next cycle, understand that there could be some things that you need to close out. There could be some things that you need to finish. Okay, Gemini, because this means there's something unfinished or something that needs to be completed before you move or expand to that next level. So Gemini, this really is about like I said, you getting clear about what it is you want to do, and then figuring out strategically how you're going to make that happen. And it looks like you do. February is going to be a great month for you to come into your own answers and your own solutions and rectifications as it relates to certain things in relation to your money and your financial situation. I do see a lot of growth happening, but again, I'm picking up that there's more internal growth here, which sets you up for the external growth as it relates to your money. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and close out your reading. And see, whoa. Okay, so you've got the energy is gaining momentum. Now this really, I feel, resonates with the reading. We talked about that a little bit with the Chariot, but the energy is gaining momentum. In other words, you're putting the things in place and things are starting to take off, because you've already been clear on what your decisions are. Now it's just a matter of building the structures, like I said, and building the systems so things can start moving more rapidly. And maybe even some things can move on autopilot once you set them up. So this is really good. This is confirmation that you are moving in the right direction as it relates to your money, and you're doing the right things and you're taking the right steps, okay? So you've gotten clear, and now it's just a matter of doing the work And sometimes that's the easy part, believe it or not, because I think for a lot of people, they struggle with figuring out what they want to do. And they go years, just kind of going along with whatever shows up and not having any clear direction. But Gemini, that's not going to be the case for you. Like I said, that clarity is coming through loud and clear in the month of February. All right, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks so much for watching. I'll check in with you again really soon.